Project 2025. Do you guys not remember from like July to November, all we heard, Project 2025, Project 2025, Project 2025, Trump's Project 2025. What happened to it? Where is it at? Have you guys seen it? By my recollection, everyone should be inside a camp now, right? Everyone's losing rights. He's rolling back segregation. For the love of God, you guys take the most crazy, unhinged, not going to happen BS and run with it. Give you a quarter inch, you take 15 miles. I promise, if things were looking weird and not just being manipulated by the media, I would be the first to say it, because I've said so many times, if Trump doesn't deliver, I will be one of his biggest critics, because he earned my vote. So I expect way more out of people that I actually vote for than those that I didn't. I hold those who I vote for to high standards, of which right now he is exceeding expectations. But if he ever didn't, I would open my mouth to tell you this.
We'll get to the Project 2025 part here in just a second. Lot going on in this video. So your assertion is that we on the left take the most insane, not going to happen BS and run with it. You talking about JFK Jr. coming back to reveal all the secrets of the federal government? You're talking about Princess Diana faking her own death and coming back to reveal all of the secrets of the royal family? You're talking about Michael Jackson faking his own death and him coming back to reveal all the secrets of Hollywood? Are you talking about how JFK Jr., Princess Diana, and Michael Jackson are all still alive and working with Donald Trump to rid the world of international pedophile rings? Are you talking about Jewish space lasers burning California wildfire to clear land to make way for a high-speed rail system owned by the Rothschilds? Are you talking about Hillary Clinton being a alien lizard person who eats babies in a non-existent basement of a New Jersey pizza parlor? Are you talking about the evidence is finally going to come out that overturns the 2020 election? Are you talking about how we're finally going to get infrastructure week? Are you talking about how we're finally going to get Trump's tax returns, or we're going to get that press conference about Melania's immigration status? She's talking about any of that, or well, that doesn't fit the narrative, does it? Anyway, your initial question, the main purpose of your video: what happened to Project 2025? It's being implemented by the federal government, slowly but surely. We're only 8 weeks into this administration, and a significant percentage of Project 2025 has already been implemented through executive order. Here, enjoy.
26 of the first 45 executive orders President Trump signed mimic ideas in the Project 2025 playbook. That's 60% of them. Remember, that's the playbook he said he didn't read. Look, President Trump set a dizzying pace for these executive orders, signed a record number on his first day, even dozens more since then. But for more context, we wanted to get a sense of where these ideas are coming from. Turns out there's a handbook, a playbook, the authors called it, and you may have heard of it already. Project 2025 is a 900-plus page blueprint for the next conservative administration to overhaul the federal government. It was written back in 2023. A lot of the people who helped write it were in the first Trump administration. Some of the people who wrote it are now in the second Trump administration, like the border czar, the chair of the FCC, and the deputy White House chief of staff for policy. Now, on the campaign trail, you'll remember then-candidate Trump denied he'd even read the blueprint.
I don't know what the hell it is. It's Project 25. He's involved in Project. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it.
But even this week, we're seeing him take some actions that mirror policy proposals in Project 2025. Take, for instance, Chapter 9 of the blueprint, all about the U.S. Agency for International Development. We call it USAID these days. It's the one that's largely closed. A lot of employees have been furloughed or laid off. It's now under the control of Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and This is what Secretary Rubio said in El Salvador this week compared to what's in Project 2025.
There are a lot of functions of USAID that are going to continue, that are going to be part of American foreign policy, but it has to be aligned with American foreign policy.
An analysis of Project 2025 shows dozens of Trump executive orders mimic suggestions in the playbook. Among them are that order to remove gender identity from federal agencies and ban transgender troops from the military, along with the return of the Remain in Mexico policy, plus increasing school choice, increasing Alaskan oil production, plus putting troops on the border, removing civil service protection for federal employees, and reinstating the federal death penalty. We should point out not everything President Trump has done mimics Project 2025. For example, Project 2025 says end trade agreements with China and ban TikTok. He hasn't done either of those, and he's actually strengthened Department of Homeland Security as part of his border efforts instead of eliminating it, as Project 2025 suggests. We did reach out to the White House to ask about these similarities, where a spokesperson told us, as President Trump said many times, he had nothing to do with Project 2025. Before I...
So, once again, to answer your question, where is Project 2025? Being implemented by the president.